Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see how does props work in Solid.js application and why should we not destructure them unlike React if you are coming from a React background. So you can see here I am going to build the world's greatest step counter app and I have two components app.tsx and counter. The counter is a child component which I'm using in the parent component here, and as you can see it needs two properties, title and count, which I need to supply from the parent component. So it is very similar to what we do in React. I'll pass the title and I'll pass the count. Oops, sorry. So as you can see, here the value of count is not a variable but a function, and if you see here this count is a signal. So in solid.js for state management we use signals, and we'll learn more about signals in another video, but for now we need to know uh, that signals are used for state management in a solid.js application. So and it returns you a getter function and a setter function instead of a variable and a setter function. So that's why if I want my child component to show the value of this signal, I need to pass it as a function. And what I'm doing here is on the click of the button, I am setting the value of the count variable, whatever it is currently, and plus one. So it's just increment counter. And in my child component, when I want to render the value, I'll if I could type today the oops.
One eternity later.
So, uh, I have rendered my title and count in the child component, and if I go to my application, you see it's when I click on the button, it reflects the count, whatever I am changing in my parent component. And if you look at the dev tools in the DOM, it surgically updates only the place where it needs to. So this is how props work. If you are coming from a React background, this must seem very familiar. Now, a common thing to do is in React is to destructure the props like this, and in our child component, what we do is show it like this. Now, we don't want to change anything here. If I go to my application, I click on the button, it doesn't work. And why is that? Why is destructuring bad in SolidJS? This is because when you destructure your props, what SolidJS does is at the time of the initialization of the counter component, uh, it takes out the value of these variables at the time of initialization and makes it a static variable. And this is how fundamentally SolidJS works, is that it renders the components, which is a function, only once in the lifetime of it. Therefore, when the counter gets initialized, these values are taken out and put it here, and no matter how long you keep pressing your button, it won't change. Now, if you want your child component to be static, you can do it like this, but it may seem silly. So if you want to really destructure your props, what you can do is you can first change this to props again. And what you can do is create two getter functions here. So I'll be creating an arrow function and a counter function for that, and then use these getter functions here. Alright. Now, if I go back to my application, I press the button, it works as it was working before, and at the same time, you have destructured your props. So, uh, this is what you need to be careful while working with props in your Solid.js application, and hopefully, you are also able to build the world's best step counter app and world with a double R with the wrong spelling also. So, yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you.